Hello everyone, you're watching Campus France Live. Thanks a lot to be there with us. Today we're going to explore higher education in France and to make you discover a new French school, a new French business school with four different campuses around France. It's Excelia and Excelia Business School. To talk today about Excelia, I'm very pleased to welcome Parizad Mistry. Hello Parizad.
Hi, how are you?
There with us, you're the representative in India, International Business Developer of Excelia, and we're also with Zoe Marielle. Hello, Zoe.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm good, thanks.
Thanks a lot to be there with us. You're a student in the first year in MSc International Business Management. Before talking to you and asking you all the questions that we have about Excelia, we're going to watch a little trailer to know more about the school.
Every great adventure begins with a single step.
Our journey starts here.
At La Rochelle, in a pioneering school which is open to the world.
This is the start of an unforgettable journey. I've always had the soul of an explorer, in search of new horizons, and I like the idea of discovering something new with every step, and that's what Excelia has given me. A wide choice of courses, innovation and creativity at the heart of them all. They improve my skills for sure, but they also help me to develop as an individual and become more independent. Excelia has a bunch of innovative teaching methods which challenge you, take you beyond your comfort zone, give you the experiences you never imagined and that you'll never forget.
I like a challenge and I want to conquer new worlds. The greatest challenges are also the toughest challenges. At Excelia, we find out about the realities of today's world. Incredible experiences, teaching us about humanity, integrity and tolerance. Every day I feel as though I'm growing and developing. My course is teaching me responsibility, self-sufficiency, leadership and teamwork. I am involved in various biodiversity projects. Diversity, social responsibility and long-term development are central to everything we do. At Excelia, we take time to consider the people around us and the planet we live on.
I want to find my place in the world. That means I have many roads to walk. It doesn't matter where, every path leads somewhere new. I dare to travel far, to immerse myself totally in distant lands and cultures. Every time I felt I opened a new window on the world. I learned not to be afraid. I learned to live my dreams. To understand the world means looking and listening to others. Here, I mix with teachers and students from the four corners of the planet, and I have become a citizen of the world.
Make choices and open up a world of possibilities.
Develop a global vision and become a leader for future generations.
Dare to walk up unexplored paths and change the way we think.
Excelia, explore your future.
And we're going to explore Excelia today with our guest. First of all, Parizad, can you introduce yourself in a few words?
Sure. So my name is Parizad Mistry and I represent Excelia since June of this year as the International Business Development Manager in India and the Indian subcontinents, which includes countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Pakistan. The idea is to recruit great quality students at the school at Excelia, and I really look forward to doing that in the coming future.
Same question for you, Zoe. Can you introduce yourself in a few words?
Sure, my name is Zoe. I'm 22 years old and I'm a Master of Science student at Excelia Business School. I started last month and I am doing the fast track program in International Business Management.
And what did you do before joining Excelia?
I was doing a Bachelor of Commerce in South Africa, and and that's why I chose Excelia. It's because it was related to what I was doing before.
Okay, and we're going to talk about what you're doing right now exactly. But before that, Parizad, can you tell us a few words about Excelia? I said it earlier, the school has 4 different campuses.
That's right. So Excelia is one of the top business schools in France right now, and we have four different campuses. We are at La Rochelle, Tours, Orléans, and very recently in Paris. La Rochelle is one of our oldest campuses, and Excelia has been into existence since over 30 years now. So it's La Rochelle. Needless to say, it's on the western coast of France. It's a beautiful city which I recently visited, and the campus itself is amazing. Uh, there are various facilities that are available. There are several clubs, associations, etc. for the school which are available. And also, I would like to add that Excelia is a multidisciplinary school, which means we have a business school, a tourism school, a digital school, executive education, and Excelia Academy. So we have five schools under one hat called Excelia. So, and our campuses at La Rochelle and at Tours and Orléans, sorry, are also quite great. Paris is the recent one. It's at Cachan, and it's developing, and it's a wonderful campus which gives me the desire to go back and study.
We're going to focus in a few minutes on the different programs that you offer for people leaving high school and for the one having more experience. But can you tell us a few words about the different accreditations that you have?
Sure. So Excelia is a triply accredited school. So it has the AACSB, Equus and AMBA accreditation, which only top 1% of schools all over the world possess. Excelia is a part of that 1%. And our tourism school also has the TED Qual certification, which has been awarded to us by the United Nations World Tourism Organization. Implies that there is continuous improvement. The pedagogical quality of the program is assured, and the quality of the professors, etc., is also fantastic at the school. So these are some of the accreditations.
And you also have really interesting rankings, for instance, in the Financial Times.
That's absolutely right. So we have been recently ranked as the top 8th in the Financial Times for our Masters in Management program and 36th worldwide. We've jumped up like 6 places in the past 4 years. So the school is progressing at lightning speed.
Let's talk more about the different programs that you offer. What are the different English programs that you have? Let's begin with the program for people just leaving high school. What can they do? You have different bachelor.
So we have a bachelor's first year program, a BBA International, and a bachelor's in tourism and hospitality management. Speaking of the BFY bachelor's first year program, for which we have an intake that starts in January itself, it's a program which is focusing on different aspects of management. It helps students understand fundamentals. And the idea is for students to leave some time for them to understand what they would like to pursue in their future, like whether in the second year they want to do a BBA International or pursue tourism, etc. So that entire year, without students having to waste any time, can pursue and understand what the bachelor's first year has to offer, and then go ahead and choose their field of specialization from year 2. Our BBA International program is a 4-year program as well, which is where the focus is 1/3 of it is on geopolitics, and the remaining 2/3 focus is on management studies. It's a 4-year program, and there is a possibility of academic expatriation as well in the 3rd year. And our Bachelor's of Tourism and Hospitality Management is a 3-year program. And the highlight of this program, I would say, is the Disney track, which is offered to students in 3rd year. Students can opt to go and actually study at Disney World and also do a paid internship over there. So these are some of the undergraduate programs that we have, English, full English, in full English.
So these are the programs after high school, but if the students have already a bachelor, what can they do?
Sorry?
If they already have a bachelor, what can the students do? What are the different programs that you offer for people already in the higher education?
Okay, so for masters, we have a masters in management program, which is, like I said, recently has been graded as the top 10, as the top 8th. France right now. So the Masters in Management is a 2-year program that we offer. The first year will be generalized, and there are different topics like project management, communications, digital marketing, etc., which are covered in the first year. And in the second year, the student can choose to specialize. We have a variety of specializations like international corporate finance, international business management, what Zoe is currently pursuing. We have sustainable supply management, which is going to open up next year. year, and digital marketing and customer experience design. So there are fantastic combinations which are available for specializing in the second year. And depending upon the specialization that the student chooses, they can also pursue a dual degree and specialize with an MIM and MSc degree as well. And we also have MSc programs, which the specializations which I just named can be combined with our MIM program, and they are 15 months fast track programs, wherein students will be studying for 10 months, and after completing 10 months, they will be interning. Internships are mandatory for all programs because we believe in learning by doing, and they also have to write a dissertation thesis.
Can you tell us, Zoe, a little bit why you decided to study at Excelia and why you decided to choose a fast-track program in management?
Well, I was actually doing my research on LinkedIn after my Bachelor of Commerce program. So I decided to look for schools, and I came upon Excelia's profile on LinkedIn and the fact that they got accredited in the Financial Times. And that's why I decided to pursue that school in the first place, because the rankings were incredible and the accreditation as well. And when I looked into it, I realized that it had beautiful campuses all around France. So it was also one of the reasons why.
And what are the different classes that you're following? Can you tell us a little bit the menu that you have in your classes?
Well, because I'm doing a fast track program, which is a 15-month program instead of 24-month masters, my classes are more condensed. So I have classes like project management, finance, international finance, accounting, leadership and management. So a lot of practical classes that help you develop your career and prepare you for the business world.
And how would you describe the pedagogy, the way you're learning stuff? Is it different from the experience that you had in South Africa?
Yeah, it's very different because most of my lecturers in South Africa were South African. But when I came to Excelia, I realized that all of my teachers were actually professionals, academics from all over the world. And that is the first thing that struck me, is that one of my lecturer was maybe Indian and the other one was maybe from Germany. And I think that's a big plus.
And in the way you're learning, is it different? Do you have a lot of group project? How are you learning stuff at Excelia?
Well, as you said, we have a lot of group group pro, pro, group assignments, if I can say, yeah, group assignments or group projects. A lot of case studies to actually be more practical than theoretical, and that's very different from what I was doing, which was a lot more theoretical in my bachelor program.
Parizad, we would imagine coming to France to study some French programs, and you're telling us it's a good thing to come to France and to study in English. Why is it interesting for the students to study in English in France?
Well, first of all, you get the best of both worlds. France is just as international as any country could get. And secondly, just as Zoe highlighted, we have professors coming from all over the world. So they are academicians, researchers. They are people basically who have expertise in their field, and they are all available they are all available in the school itself, so which is one of the main reasons to study in English and in France and get the best of both worlds, enjoy the French culture as well as understand and study in an international language like English.
And you have a lot of partnerships with universities all around the world. So you're based in France, but the students have the opportunity to travel during their studies.
Yes, absolutely. Depending upon the program, like I said, for example, the bachelor's program has this opportunity where students can go to Disneyland. Our master's program also offers the possibility, especially if the students are pursuing an MGE program, the bachelor's plus master's, with Excelia, they can go for academic expatriation for an entire year or for a semester within the European Union, or depending upon our partner universities across the globe as well.
And in terms of careers, in terms of curriculum, how can an English track improve the way the professional world can see you?
The English track can help in the sense that I believe that if you're going to work in France, it's going to help you regardless, because there are many international companies in France. You can also open up opportunities to work outside of France, within the European Union or any other part of the world as well. So I believe that is why it is essential to pursue your studies in an English track abroad is a great platform.
So I think that you're a French speaker, so maybe it was before coming to Excelia that you had the opportunity to learn French, but is it possible to have French classes even in an English track?
Well, so far I haven't had any French classes, but it is possible that you have a French lecturer. I've seen people in my class that don't necessarily have a high level of English, but that understand the classes. And if you have any difficulty, then the lecturer will gladly help you.
So it's a possibility that you have. We are now going to talk about the admission, because you're maybe wondering yourself how to get into Excelia. You can keep on asking all the questions that you have, by the way, on the chat section. Parizad, what are the different steps to apply to one of the programs?
Well, first of all, if the student is abroad, let's say, for example, if somebody is in India and if they're interested in pursuing an MSc in International Business Management, they can get in touch with me. All the International Business Development Managers' details are available on our website, be it in French or English. They can, once they get in touch with me, I will provide them with the details of the program and the different intakes that are possible, the different subjects that they will study, and I will send them the list of documents that is required. They have to upload these documents on our website, pay a registration fee of 50 euros, and once that is completed, they will receive a link to give their interview. I usually accompany them and do a mock session before the actual interview takes place, and they can give the interview, and if they are selected for the program, then they will receive a conditional acceptance letter, and upon receiving that letter, they have to make an initial installment payment of 3,000 or 5,000 euros, depending upon the country they are in. And that's about it. Then they can start with the remaining processes with Campus France and apply for their visa if they're abroad.
And what are you precisely looking at in the different profile of the candidates? Do you require a strong excellence, academic excellence? Are you looking for students with a lot of work experiences or stuff like that? What are you looking at exactly?
Well, we are looking for both because it's a good mixture. We are looking for students who have achieved academic excellence, who are really motivated and interested and have a strong reason for studying in France and at Excelia as well, and the motivation behind pursuing that particular program as well. So even if they do not have any work experience, they need not worry. Even if they have some internship experience or absolutely no work experience also, we accept such students. We require them to pursue the program in 2 years in that case, and pursue a master's in management program instead of doing a pass, which is what is recommended.
Can you describe a little bit, Zoe, the experience that you had with the integration? How was it for you? What did you put in your files? Did you write, for instance, a cover letter? How were the different interviews that you have? Can you describe a little bit this period?
Well, during my application process, I had to write a motivational letter, just to explain the reasons why I wanted to study in France and the reasons why I wanted to study at Excelia. I had to explain a little bit of my academic background and why I thought I was a good candidate for Excelia Business School and for the master study that I wanted to do. Afterwards, I had to have an interview with some representatives of Excelia, and it was really straightforward. They made me feel very comfortable. I had to register that interview and wait for my results to be admitted.
And what would be your advice to have a successful admission process? What would you advise the different people watching us today?
Well, I would advise them to look for a lot of information about the school, and the program that they are looking for really suits their profile. And I will also advise them to just follow the assistance that is given to them, because at Excelia you will have a program consultant contacting you. Just follow them and the process should be smooth sailing.
What is a calendar Parisat to apply? Is it already open? When is it going to close? And do you have like admission in January? Like, is it possible to arrive in the school in January?
Yes, we do have a couple of programs which are available for the January intake, namely the Bachelor's first year program and our MSc in Tourism and Hospitality Management program. These are the two programs which are available for January, and the rest are all available in September. The admissions have already opened up, and students, if they're interested in pursuing their bachelor's first year, should hurry up and apply as soon as possible. And even for September next year, we have opened up the admissions very recently, so they can start processing their files as well.
And we know that when we are studying abroad, there are many administrative steps to get the visa, to get an apartment. How do you help the future students, your students, with all these different steps?
Our students are accompanied through and throughout their journey at Excelia. Up until they reach France, they are accompanied by the International Business Development Manager in their respective country, till to the extent where their visa files, etc., are also verified and checked by us before they actually submit their documents. Once they reach France, we have an entire international admissions team, our international career counseling team, our program coordinator, the program directors who are available and who always help our students out. There is a personalized coaching facility that is also available for students to help them prepare better for their interview processes, for their internships, etc. So they are guided and coached throughout their program.
We are now going to talk about the student life and the French experience. Let's start with you, Zoe. Can you tell us in which campus you are studying, and how is the campus life for you?
Well, I'm studying at La Rochelle campus. So as Parisat said, it's a very beautiful campus. Student life is very dynamic, very interactive. We're not very far from the city center, so some people can take bikes or take walks together. And one thing that really struck me was actually the lunchtime. At lunchtime, everyone is in the hall or in the cafeteria. It is extremely dynamic, and it's great for a very smooth sailing integration.
And you have a very good weather. I was this weekend at La Rochelle at Excelia, and you didn't have the same weather than Paris because you have the ocean just next to the school.
Yes, exactly. And we have l'Île de Ré not far from here, so it's also great for little travels in the countryside.
So it's really beautiful. And how dynamic is La Rochelle as a city? There is always something to do.
Yes, there is. It's actually crazy how we don't get bored in here. There's always a party, so many clubs and associations that you can join when you come to Excelia. There's a program, the Buddy program, where you have a student that was here at Excelia before you that will accompany you and make sure that you always have things to discover, sightseeing. Yeah, it's really great.
Your first experience in France, or did you already come before?
I already came before here. It was a couple of years ago. I'm from Gabon, and I used to come for holidays here.
Okay, and how do you like your French, your new French life, living in La Rochelle for full time? How is it?
Well, it's very different from coming, from coming just for holidays. It's very different, but it's very interactive, as I said, very dynamic. You always have something to see, something to explore, and people are very friendly. They just welcome you. So, yeah.
Um, Parizad, why do you think people should choose France to study?
Well, there are many reasons to study in France. Let's begin with the tuition fees. They're quite affordable compared to other countries that I've known. There are many scholarships that are offered by the French government, and recently Excelia has also kind of started providing scholarships to students. So that is one of the important reasons, because tuition fees are an important factor to be taken into account. There is something called as CAF. There is social security. So these are some of the advantages that are offered by the French government to students, be it international or French, and this is what makes it one of the most attractive countries to study as an international student. Besides the quality of the education, the like I said, learning by doing is extremely essential. So in France, internships are mandatory. That is also where you're actually learning and putting the concepts into practice, what you've learned at school. So these are some of the main reasons for choosing France as a destination.
And can you describe the student life on campus? We've just talked about La Rochelle, but is it the same in the other campuses? What is the spirit of Excelia?
Well, it's pretty much what Zoe explained. It's pretty much the same. I have visited the Tours campus as well as the Paris campus, and they are fantastic places to study in. We have several clubs and associations as well. There is a healthy balance between studies and your private life. Students also have the possibility of doing part-time jobs if they need to. The campuses have all the necessary amenities as well. There's a fantastic canteen. It's in the heart of the city. It's easily accessible. Let's say if it's in Tours, it's easily accessible by bikes or by Vélib, or if you have your own vehicle or something, it's about 10 to 15 minutes away. And even in terms of practical classes, etc., there are brain bubbles where students can sit and do their project work. They can have their the classes have all the necessary amenities as well, which are quite updated, and which also accept students if at all for any reason they cannot visit the class and have to follow the classes online for a little bit, they can do so. So there are many such facilities which are available at the campus.
And do you have some scholarships for the students?
Yes, we do. So, like I said, we do provide an early bird scholarship of around 5% to our students, and we are also working on providing a merit-based scholarship to our students of around 2,000 euros. So, there are various factors which will be determining of the student merit-based scholarship. Obviously, it depends on their academic excellence, their extracurricular activities, their motivation behind pursuing that particular program, and of course, how they perform during our interview as well. So, yes.
And finally, Zoe, did you have some fears before joining Excelia?
Yeah, I think just like any other international student, my most fears was to come here and be on my own. But I was assisted from the beginning by the International Students Office that helped me from the get-go to get an accommodation, to fill up my social security, like Parizad said. So when you come here, you are not on your own. And then you also have so many integration days that you don't have the opportunity to stay alone. You have the opportunity to meet people, and to just make friends and to integrate yourself fully in your student experience.
So that was a great experience. We are now reaching the end of this live station. Before that, I have two questions for you. Let's start with you, Parizad. What would be your advice, your little tip for the people watching us today and wanting to get to Excelia?
Well, my advice would be first of all, if you're trying to get into the school, understand what the school is about, what we have to offer, and be open to mingling with different people. You will be accompanied through and throughout the process. Like I said, register yourself for the buddy program. It's a fantastic program, as Zoe highlighted. You will be accompanied throughout the first month. There will be someone from Excelia. Imagine you're at La Rochelle. There will be someone coming to receive you at the train station as well. So it's great. It's a great way to make friends and just be out there and just mingle with everyone as much as possible. And it should be great. It will be a wonderful, adventurous ride.
And you, Zoe, do you have a little tip to have a good integration in France, something you did or you did not do, but that would be great when you arrive in France?
I think it would be to participate to the school's events. Don't neglect them. Every time there's an integration day or an integration event, just go and make friends and try to participate. And it should be great. It should be easy for you to integrate.
That's what we hope for the people watching us today. Thanks a lot, Parizad and Zoe, for having been with us, and thanks to you for having watched us. If you still have questions about Excelia, or maybe you want to begin your admission process, you can visit the website of Excelia. You will have all the information about the schools in plural and the different programs that are offered. And see you soon on Campus France Live.